Hello everyone, the Panda Photographer here. Thank you for tuning in. Today I just want to talk about why I invested in a GoPro Hero 6. And just gonna wait until a little bit of people come into the live stream. And I'm going to start in a few minutes. Be patient. But if you have not been to this channel before and you're new to this channel, I'm a photographer. I travel a lot. That's how I make my living, as a photographer. And I'm not a professional, just an enthusiast. I get my opportunities, but I make sure that I have contracts. I make sure that I have everything I need to protect myself when it comes down to my images. And the reason that is, and the reason why I'm talking about this, is because I want you guys to just go to my website. I have tutorials on photography, event photography. I got my portfolio. I got tutorials on how to protect your work, shoot your work for free, portraits and photography tips, photography composition, night photography, astrophotography. I have quite a bit. They might be useful to you. Some information might apply. You might want to do different techniques. But here on 646 Studios, you can see some of my work. But I also have social medias right here on the top where you can go to, where you can absolutely get in contact with me, especially through Instagram. I'm more active on Instagram. Got over 1,000 followers now. But with that said, I just really wanted to share that with you and come back into the live feed chat. But with that said, I just wanted to get that information out. But we're going to talk about why I invested in a GoPro and what was my reasons behind it, and I'm going to share that with you after I just mute the music really quickly, and then so my reasons on why I invested in the GoPro was a number of reasons, and one of the reasons was I'm always logging with either my iPhone or I'm logging with my Sony a7 with my cinema glass, and that right there can be very weighty. So I had to come up with a decision: should I save up for like a cheap knockoff GoPro, or should I not invest in a cheap knockoff GoPro and buy a GoPro? Yes, I'm buying it for the title, for the name, but I did some comparison and did some work, did some research, and the Yeti 4K version is good for $399, but I don't think it's I don't think you can merge it in water. No one actually really discussed that in the reviews. If I did miss it, I do apologize if I watch any of those particular reviews. But the reason why I bought a GoPro is because, one, I had some money saved up thanks to some of you guys that donated to the PayPal in the month of August, and also Yuki and Kumiko, and I decided to invest in a GoPro just for the reason it's lightweight, easy to vlog. Yes, it has a very wide angle lens on it, which you can change from wide to super wide if you wanted to, or linear if you choose to have a regular. But it's a 12 megapixel sensor, shoots 4K 60 frames, 1080p, 240 frames a second. It does have a touchscreen. It can submerge underwater for 33 feet, which is 10 meters. It has voice controls, which I have to say it works off and on, but we could talk about that later. But I really wanted to invest into a product that can do all the features that a DSLR mirrorless camera can do, but login style. And as you guys saw, the last Amtrak experience from Chicago to New York, that was all shot on the GoPro Hero 6. And I wasn't too sure if I wanted to actually invest in that kind of equipment, because it was kind of expensive. So I ended up buying it and ended up using it. Now I'm going to tell you guys what I like about it, but I did buy an accessory. And the only reason why I got interested in buying a GoPro is because I was staying at the Madison High Hostel, and this young lady got her GoPro stolen. And she bought another one, even though another one was purchased for her. And I realized that I kind of need that. If she's traveling, she's all the way from Thailand, she's traveling, and I'm traveling quite a bit, I think I need something like that. So that's why I got into investing in the GoPro. Now, I did buy also a secondary extreme 128 gigabyte class 3 SSD. I did buy that because the one that comes with it, I don't think it's really great. It's a, what is it, 32 gigabyte SDHC, and it was class 1. I'm not really fond about that SSD, and plus if I'm going to be trying to shoot 4K 60 frames a second, I'm going to need all the storage that I can get. So this was definitely a good purchase. Now, I did look up the SD cards, I did look up the classes, what was compatible before purchasing. So I did all the research for that, and I think you should do the same as well, to do the research of which SD cards are compatible. Now, the 128 gigabyte SSD is not listed on here, but I did confirm from a GoPro representative, yes, that SD card is compatible. So yeah, and right here it says all the cameras will need a minimum of a class 10 hero. So keep in mind that these are the recommendations. And but other than that, guys, the camera itself is good. There's some flaws, there's some hicks and bicks about it, but the good thing about it is that I can change this outside lens cap here to an ND filter that twists right off. You twist it to your, if you're facing you twist it to your left, and it comes right off because it's actually a seal cap. It does have weather seal gaskets around it as well, so the lens doesn't have moisture or water inside. So yes, it is fully weather sealed to the lens, which is great. But you can also, like I said, replace it with ND filters if you're out in the sunlight, which the ND filters are expensive. But what I did buy with it was this 3-way. Actually, it was in a combo, and this turns into a tripod, monopod. Really good investment, I think. And I think using it, I kind of have mixed feelings. I do enjoy it, I do like it, but the problem with this contraption is that in the shell that it comes in, when you try to get it out, it can be a little troublesome snapping it, but it snaps in really tight and good, meaning that it's not going to go anywhere, which is great. It's not going to flex in any means. It's not going to have your camera fall out. But I do appreciate the fact that you can hold it like this if you wanted. You can hold it any style and any way you want. It's a great GoPro, and I kind of like it. I do like it, but it's something that I wanted to invest in a long time, because yes, I do like my gimbal, my smooth Q with my smartphone and my wide angle lens, but I gotta put all that stuff on it and then try to log with it, and also that could be a little bit of troublesome too when it comes down to the weight. So I needed something to actually be lightable, portable, easy to, you know, have it on my side, lock it into place. With the boot bag that I'm using right now, it's an Osprey. So it does have these straps where I can lock things in, like this GoPro 3-way, but also purchase extra batteries. So I did get extra batteries. I did also have warranty for it, just in case. So I did register, and I think everyone should register the GoPro with GoPro, just in case something does happen. If it breaks, they replace it. So it's a good product for now. But this is just me giving you guys a reason why I invested in a GoPro, because I need something really lightweight, easy to blog. But now when it comes down to the audio, I am not very disappointed, because I realize this is a GoPro. You can only pack so much in here. But I did edit that blog from Chicago to New York on the Amtrak. Audio came from that. I tried to salvage it as much as possible. It's not the best audio job ever, because I was editing that on the train, as you can see in that blog. I was definitely blogging that on the train. But other than that, guys, it's a really good camera for travelers. I think everyone should try to invest in some type of, not saying GoPro, Yai 4K is a good option, but I noticed that on the GoPro, they kind of saturate over the colors over a bit, and I've heard that the engineer behind the color used to work, did some work with Sony. I'm not quite sure. I misheard that information, but man, I do shoot in flat profile, so therefore there's a flat option in GoPro where you can absolutely, you know, color grade your own footage. If you want to do that, that's up to you. But other than that, guys, this is the Panda Photographer from 646studios.com, and I just wanted to share why I bought a Hero 6 Black, and I think it's a good investment. Thanks to all of you, like I said, thanks to Yuki, Kumiko, Saya, all of you guys that donated to the PayPal. Had enough to get what I needed, and you guys been really helpful in my situation. Traveling and donated to the content really helps. But other than that, guys, eat, sleep, photography, videography, and repeat. And I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. Happy shooting.